Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 11 of It's Cool with Jasmine Cool. I have a new chair today. It's spinny and it rolls. This may or may not cause problems. We shall find out. It's certainly been a week. Um, I did not get last week's episode uploaded to YouTube yet. Um, that should hopefully happen soon. I was just very busy last week. I might have mentioned last week was Tech Week for the musical. It was supposed to happen this past Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Um, Supposed to, of course. Um, I guess I will start on Monday. We had our first actual tech run, and I, I we got a little angry because prior to this day, they'd been having our ending time set as 10 o'clock. And whatever our ending time is, it's supposed to be a hard stop 10 minutes after that. Um, and they did not tell us that that was no longer the case for this week. They just kind of went past 10 and I guess we were just supposed to know that they were going to do that. But we didn't, because a lot of us, this is our first production here, like theater wise. I think I would have been fine if they would have just told me it was going to go past 10 and that the end time was no longer applicable, but they did not tell me. And I had homework to do because the day before we had 7 hours of tech rehearsal. So I was not getting homework done. Um, but so yeah, that happened. We had tech rehearsals Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday was the worst day I've had here. Maybe ever. It's my worst day ever story that may rival my father's. Some context for that. My father is a high school history teacher, and as you know, high school history teachers, they tell stories sometimes, and he has his worst day ever story. Maybe I'll tell his. It will not be as funny as if he told it, but after mine, I suppose. Um, so my day on Thursday started immediately bad. I should have known it was going to be a bad day. I went to the bathroom and there was no toilet paper in the stall. So I had to awkwardly shout into the bathroom because the stalls are not like a normal bathroom where you can reach underneath and whatever, or there's walls all the way to the ground. So I had to shout, and I couldn't just because I could not tell if there was somebody next to me. But anyways, so it starts immediately bad. Uh, I have my 8:30 class on Thursdays. There's a fucking spider. It's a little spider, but a spider nonetheless. Ah, Charlotte Bronte. Save. Oh fuck, where'd it go? Slay. Anyways, this is going wonderfully. Um, my 8:30 class on Thursdays is oral skills, which for my non-musician people or just people who may not know what that is, it's where you listen to notes and then you have to write them down, write down what's being played. Which I'm doing fine in that class. Not the best at it, but I'm okay. We did a 2-voice dictation that was a kind of counterpoint thing. So there's like a bass voice and then an upper voice. And I had like most of the notes wrong because it started, there was like a jump and then there was a lot of stepwise motion and I had the jump wrong. So therefore everything after that was like wrong. Which was fun. So that goes wrong. I get back to my room. My roommate and I go to Target, which we've been trying to go to for like 3 days because we need makeup and breakfast stuff. Which is fine. I spent too much money on candy, but that's not really a problem. But so we get back from that, and instead of eating out, we just get back and go to the cafeteria. And so I have to eat like kind of fast because I have a voice lesson. I go to my voice lesson. My voice is like not functioning. I can't sing in tune. All sense of pitch out the window. Gone. Poof. Goodbye. My voice teacher, she was trying to have me do a 9-note scale, which is something I do literally all the time. It's like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Except like faster and on like some random syllable usually, and better actually singing it. But could not function. It was not happening. And then I almost started crying because I was getting frustrated with myself because I was like, this is something I do on the regular. What is going on? Why are you not singing pitches? So yeah. My voice teacher did not be mean to me though, because she is mean sometimes, but she was not that day. I think she could definitely tell I was like about to cry, and she could tell that I guess that I was really tired and not mentally in a place to be. I don't know, because she could just tell. And her big thing is that you have to be like mentally focused while you're singing or it's not gonna work. So she could just tell that my mental focus was not there because I was so tired. Anyways, I get back from my awful fucking voice lesson and then I go to the bathroom in the same stall that still doesn't have toilet paper. Yeah. And then I get my period at the same time. Honestly, kind of a convenient time to get your period. Really kind of also sucky though. So I have to text my roommate. I have to be like, I have a problem. I went in a stall without toilet paper again and I need a pad. So my roommate comes and rescues me from that. And then I have a tutoring appointment for my Play-Doh paper that I'm a little nervous for because the first meeting I ever had with a tutor went poorly. But this one went pretty well, actually. We did not talk around each other for 30 minutes, so that was good. And it was only 20 minutes instead of 45, which was nice. But then I get back to the building afterwards, realize I left my ID in the dorm, so I can't get back in the building. So I have to text my roommate again to come let me inside. And then my other friend came over and we were all just kind of chilling in the room. And then I noticed that I have a missed call from our stage manager. So I call her back and she picks up the phone like, hey, just so clearly exhausted, like does not want to be awake right now. And she goes, I need you to come in at 5:45 today. I'm like, okay. She's like, someone got COVID and you're getting one of their spoken stage directions. I was like, awesome. So I was like, okay, well, yeah, I can do that. Like, that's 45 minutes earlier than our regular call time, but we were already gonna just show up to choir and then leave because so we had time to eat dinner, and now we just really had to show up to choir and leave immediately so that I could eat dinner and get ready. But so yeah, my other friend gets the same kind of call, and then like 15 minutes later, the world starts exploding. Not literally, but we get an email that says Thursday's show is canceled. And we're like, oh, more people must have COVID because they were working around the one person. So we're like, a lead must have it. A lead has to have it because otherwise they wouldn't be canceling it. And then we're all like, what are we going to do? Somebody's got to learn their part because they're not going to just cancel the whole show, right? People have relatives coming from like 7 hours away or like flying in. Like there's hotel reservations and stuff that like can't really be canceled or whatever. So we're like, well, whatever lead has it, we can learn the parts. We can do it. But then by the time we realize we actually have to go to choir then because there's no show, obviously, we're almost late for choir. But we make it on time. We do it. We do the choir stuff. I don't think any of us sang because we'd already been like not singing in choir just to like save our voices. Yeah. And then like halfway through choir, we get another email. All of the shows are canceled and they're trying to reschedule for the next weekend. So we put in so much fucking work for it to not happen. It was like this huge build-up, and then nothing happened. Yeah. It was very sucky. Anyways, so then after choir, my roommate and I are going to like go to dinner. We realize neither of us have our IDs in our rush to leave. So thankfully we ran into our other friend who let us into the building so we could go eat. I'm still tired. But yeah, so we get back in the building, and when we're back in the building, I don't know what I was saying with that sentence. That's not what I meant to say. Anyways, so we get our IDs, we go to dinner. I get a text from my friend who was with us before saying she left her wallet with her ID in our room, which was great. Yeah. So that was my worst day ever story. Very much champagne problems, but it felt shit when it was happening. Yeah. But then we had like a free-ish weekend, which was the weirdest shit ever. So strange. Yeah. So, yes, I can talk about my dad's worst day ever story. I don't remember all of the details. I remember there's like 3 big parts. So my dad grew up in like suburban Chicago, up around there, and so he wakes up, he's like almost late for school. So he has my grandma drive him there, and my grandma asks left left or right, or no, she must ask left, and my dad goes right, meaning turn right, and she turns left thinking he meant right as in correct. So then he gets to school, he's like late, and it's in the winter, so in Chicago, so there's like snow. He's walking in, and the snow that had like built up on top of like this awning or like the entryway or something falls on top of him, which is hilarious. And then goes about his day. It's the end of the day. I feel like something happened between there, but it's the end of the day. Somebody like smacks his books out of his hands, because that was a thing back then too. Someone smacks his books out of his hands, and then he almost misses the bus because he has to pick up his shit. And then makes it on the bus, is about to punch the kid who smacked his books, and then this other guy just like stops him. He's like, "No, don't do that." Yeah. That's my dad's worst day ever story. It's funny when he tells it. Obviously, because he was there, so he actually knows what happened. But yeah. Let's see. What else? My roommate and I are crocheting like semi-matching cardigans. It's the same pattern, but we're using like different colors. Like hers is burgundy, navy, gray, and white. And mine is beige, sage green, green that's slightly darker than army green, and burgundy. I guess mine is more burgundy, hers is more maroon. There is a difference. But it's like the same pattern, and we're almost done. We're on the bottom ribbing, which takes for fucking ever. I was not anticipating that to take the longest and be like the most tedious part of this project. That was entirely unexpected to me. Like, baffling. Like, uh, what? What? Why is that taking the longest? I'm so close to being done. I was gonna talk about my next crochet project, but I realized it's a present for somebody who listens, so I can't, or they will know what it is. So, darn. But it's gonna be cool. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of crochet. I'm still tired even with the weekend off because stayed up too late last night because lights are dangerous, because my roommate and I keep our curtains closed pretty much all the time, because if we have them open during the day, the sun makes the room so hot. And also you can like literally see people like in their dorms from the sidewalk when their curtains are open, which is weird. And we both are from the middle of nowhere, so that's a very new thing for us. So we just keep our curtains closed. Yeah. I'm currently dressed as Velma from Scooby-Doo. If this video actually gets uploaded, you'll be able to see the bright orange tank top and my chunky glasses. And I let my bangs actually be bangs in my face, even though I don't normally wear them like that right now. What you can't see is my red skirt, and I'm wearing white tights and then like fishnet ankle socks with little bows on the back. It's great. 10 out of 10. Although everybody and their mother was dressed as like Velma and Daphne this year. Like, where did that come from? It's like she becomes canonically gay, and now there's all these like straight girls dressing as Velma, and I'm like, no, stop. She's literally canonically gay now. Ugh. So, well, one of the girls I know that dresses Velma, I don't actually know if she's straight or if she's some kind of somewhere on the spectrum of gay, but Yeah. Um, what else can I talk about? Um, I started watching The Haunting of Hill House. Part of the reason I stayed up too late last night, I was watching that while crocheting. Very good. Very good. Um, I really like it so far. Horror stuff is weird to me because it's scary, obviously, like, but it's also like fascinating and I want to know what's going to happen. Um, I guess the story of my chair, my new chair, which the problem that is happening is not the problem I anticipated. It's actually, I put my feet on the thing so I can spin, and then the thing below the chair to adjust the height, I keep hitting that with my heel. But yeah, it's a little spinny chair. She's kind of cute. She's from Home Goods. Because my parents and my little sister came to visit me this weekend because they were supposed to come to the musical. That didn't happen. So then they came anyways. And my mom kept, every time, she's like, you need another chair in here. Like, I really think you need another chair. The whole time she was there. Ow, apparently I was holding this in a weird spot on this hand. My microphone. So we went out to dinner and I had food that was actually hot and not just lukewarm, which was fantastic. And then after that, we came back to my room because my sister wanted to see it because she hadn't seen it yet. And then we went out to get Culver's because we wanted ice cream. And the line for the Culver's was out the parking lot. And it was very busy inside. So my mom, of course, saw that there was a Marshall's and a Home Goods, like, right next to it. So we had to go there. And there was, like, a chair section, like, right in the middle, or, like, right off to the side when you walk in. So we started looking at the chairs, and there was the chair that I got, and there was also another, I think it spun and rolled too, but it was 3 times the price, white, and bigger, so I wasn't sure how much space it was going to take up, like if it was going to be too big, because this one is really small, so it like fits nicely in here. And then I put my dorm chair over there underneath the air conditioning as like guest seating, I suppose. But we walk into the Home Goods, we look at the chairs, and then we're just wandering around. We cannot let my mother in Home Goods. She kept picking things up, and then she made my sister go get a cart. Yeah. Which was great. I picked up a blanket for myself. This was before I had like really decided to get the chair, because I needed a blanket that wasn't white. And then I also got a box for my snacks, because I have too many snacks for my snack shelf, so I needed another box for them. And my mom found the box, and my mom's favorite color is forest green. And the blanket I picked out was green. And then she's like, come here, I found $100 chair I would buy you. This chair is not cute. It doesn't roll. It doesn't spin. It's not very comfortable. It's just forest green. Yeah, that was it. So I sat in the chair with my green box and my green blanket in the green chair, and I was like, you'd think my favorite color was green. Which was funny. Yeah. The chair I got is brown and not $100. So, and it spins and rolls. Let's see. Oh, one of the funniest things that happened in the Home Goods. Well, there was some very interesting stuff. The shit that Home Goods has, there was like a full-on pocket trumpet, just like as a decoration in the clearance section. Like a whole ass pocket trumpet. I wanted to try playing it, but probably wouldn't have been a good idea, so I didn't. And then in the glass section, they had something really cool. They had a little clear piano, which was kind of cute. Then they had a wine glass the size of a toddler. Like, not a small toddler either, like a large toddler. It was massive. It was hilarious. And then we're like on our way to the checkout, right? And my mom picks up this Santa decoration. It's like a Santa doll. It's like a doll. And she's like going to put it in the cart. And I'm like, Mom, put that down. She's like, it's not for me. It's for Ruth. It's for her sister. That was her excuse for like everything that she had in the cart, was that it wasn't for her, it was for her sister. Oh my gosh. And then so I take the Santa from her and I put it back, and then me, my dad, and my sister all go and check out, and we're like standing in line and stuff, and we're like at the checkout being checked out. We turn around, a couple people behind us is my mom with the Santa doll. She picked it back up and brought it back over. Oh my god, it was crazy. Yeah. So, I could start wrapping it up, but I know there's like some dead time in here from my technical issues. Makes me angry. But I guess I can start wrapping up. I think it's okay if this episode is a little shorter. So thank you all if you made it this far into episode 11. I will try and get this episode and last week's episode onto YouTube so there's video with them. My favorite song this week is Fever Dream by MXM Tune. I don't know if that's actually how you say that. It's from the Heartstopper soundtrack. Very good song. So yeah, I'll see you next week.